Hi guys, my name is Angela and welcome to MIW for you, that is Make It Work for You. Now today we're going to be talking about how to start your blog and make money right off the bat. Now I know there are a lot of myths out there. Now let me debunk some of them. Now the first one I'm going to debunk is that you cannot make money right off the bat with your blog. Then the second one is that you have to make money 2 or 3 months after you've started your blog. Now, these two myths, think about them. The first one and the second one are really related, right? But when you start a blog or a business, you actually intend to make money. So when somebody tells you that you cannot make money right off the bat with your blog, then that is a myth, because the sole purpose of you starting your blog, apart from helping people, is to make money, right? You need to quit your 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, then you need to make money, right? Yes. So we are going to talk about how to start your blog, and I'm going to give you 10 steps to help you make your blog successful, whether you have a blog or you are intending to start one. So let's jump right into it. So the first one that you have to do is choose a niche. Now, what is a niche? This is what you are going to be speaking about or talking about in your blog. They can be two topics that are related to each other, or one or three, but they need to be related to each other to help your target audience. Speaking of target audience, you need to choose an avatar. Now, what is an avatar? That is just my name of talking about a target audience. Don't think about the movie Avatar. Yes, it was a good movie, but don't think about that. But you need to choose a specific person who you know will consume your content. Now, how do you do that? You need to figure out your end goal. Once you figure out your end goal and what is your value proposition, that is your unique point of view of solving a particular problem, or your unique product that you will sell to your target audience. That means you need to figure out their age, their occupation, how much money they earn, where they live, what problems they face, and how will you help them conquer their problems. And once you realize that you are able to conquer their problems, then you are able to create a product that is centered in and around their problems to help them solve their problems. That is actually a very easy thing to do, and you can get it in my blog post. I will link it down below, because I won't be able to talk about everything that I have talked about in my blog in this video. It will be so long, and I don't think you guys have the patience to watch it rather than to read it and scroll up and down, right? So on to the next. You need to do some research. Now, I cannot emphasize how much you should research. Research, right? Research on what your competition is doing, identify your competition, and once you do that, you can actually get what your niche people or your avatar is actually facing right now. And then you can figure out their tonal voice or your blog voice that can resonate to your audience. Do you get where I'm going with this? It's sort of an intertwined kind of thing, and you need to really follow these steps before you actually set up your blog. Before you choose a hosting platform, you really need to get to what you want, or what you want people to read. Don't forget to do your research. Research actually helps. The third thing is establish your end goal. Now, your end goal is what you want to accomplish with your blog. So that means that whatever it is that you want to accomplish with your blog has to be in line with whatever it is that you're doing from the get-go. That means if you want to sell products, you need to create blog posts to resonate with audience that will consume that product that you wish to sell at the end of your purchase process. Now, what is a purchase process? A purchase process is where the audience first figures out who you are, then identifies what your strong points are, then trusts you enough to buy a product that you recommend, and then eventually buys your product. Do you understand that? That is an easy thing. So once you understand your end goal, it is very easy to understand where you want your blog to go, right? So how do you establish your end goal? First of all, think of where you would want to be in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years with your blog. What would determine the success of your blog? What would make you think my blog is so successful? After determining that point of your blog, then work yourself backwards. Think of what are the steps that are going to get me to that particular point. So on to the next point. The next point is write your blog posts. But how do you determine which topics are going to create the buzz that you want? How will you get people to love your blog? By determining the best titles. What are people looking for? So write about what people are looking for. Back to research. You have to research. In fact, you can find all the I can't believe I did that. What do I want to say? All the tactics that you need to get your blog posts viral. In fact, let me give you a sneak peek of what some people may call the tricks of virality. So the first thing that you need to know for a blog post to go viral, first of all, it has to be informative. It has to have a unique perspective of solving a problem. So what do? You have to think of the solution first before you dwell so much on that problem. The second thing that you need to do is to resonate with people. Something that goes viral is something that resonates emotionally with people. That's why they share it. The keywords that are trending in your niche and how you can solve those problems in a unique perspective. Another thing is, if you're the first person to do a specific thing or to solve a specific problem, you are most probably likely to be successful with that blog. Another thing is, write 2,000 to 3,000 words blog post, because that is more informative and likelihood of virality is up to 80%. Now, another thing I usually tell people when they ask me, oh Angie, how do I start my blog post, is you need to create 10 blog posts. Now wait, hold up, don't be scared. 10 is a lot of blog posts, but hear me out first. You need 10 blog posts to create inbound links. Now what are inbound links? Inbound links are links that link to other blog posts within your blog. Now this tells Google that your blogs are interlinked or they're linked together. Another thing that will help you with this 10 blog posts is that Google will start realizing that you are consistent and they will crawl your website. And consistency is another thing that you have had over and over again, but the 10 blog posts that you will have created in advance will help you focus on other things like publicizing your blog post. Now, this is the part where most people or most bloggers talk about. That is choosing your hosting platform. But I'm not going to do it the old-fashioned way. You know me. So how do you choose your blogging platform? That I will leave you to check out in the link below, because I think that I cannot do a good job just yet, because this is my first YouTube video. And again, I'm going to take this short tiny break to ask you to like, share and subscribe to this channel to get more and more of this. I'm a social media strategist and I help people like you start, grow and definitely monetize their blogs. So let's get onto it. I want you to know that blog presentation is another key thing that keeps your audience so engaged. If you have a blog that is actually not presentable and has so many ads, don't get me wrong. First, let's start with that. Don't get me wrong, but I usually advise people not to put so many ads on their blogs, because that kind of lowers the user experience. As you know, you want your users or audience to be excited and engaged and like and comment on your blog posts to help you create better content, right? That's the best way you can create better content, by asking your audience to actually tell you what their problems are. Isn't that easy? Yes, it is. So there are a couple of themes that you should look at. There's Blue Cheek, and the one that I currently use on my blog is called Renaissance or something like that, but I don't know it offhand right now. I don't know why, but I'll link it in the description below. And let's get to the next point. My next point is choose a domain name. Now, how do you choose a domain name? Make it catchable and make it memorable, right? Make it short, sweet and nice. My name is Make It Work For You. That is something that is very resonatable with someone who is trying to make a business work, a blog work, and they have to put the work in it. So it makes it very memorable, right? Please understand that once you choose your domain name, hurry up, because people out there are taking domain names like crazy, and you just need to register your name upfront. Right? So on to the next point. I've lost count of the number of points that I'm giving you guys, so don't worry, because I'm not naming the points. So my next point is basic plugins. Now basic plugins are what helps your website perform better or look better or helps you become searchable easily. Now I'm going to tell you 4, but the rest of the 6 you can find them in my blog post. Be sure to check it out. Now let's get to the first one. The first one is the common one. Common one. Yoast SEO. Now Yoast SEO helps your SEO rankings go higher and higher, and it also has settings that can help your website if you're not able to be crawled by Google. It actually tells you there's an error. And drink every time I say right, because I've realized I'm saying right so many times. The second one is TinyPNG. Now you've realized that your blog is loading a lot slower recently, and every time you load another blog post it gets slower and slower. Maybe you should be checking your pictures, and your pictures should go through TinyPNG because it lowers the size of your pictures and helps your blog load a lot more faster. The third one is SocialPug. The SocialPug is the social icons you see on every blog post that you love reading, and this is one of those plugins that you actually really need. If you don't want to download any of these other plugins, please make sure you download or install SocialPug. It will actually make such a huge difference in making your blog post go a little bit viral, right? So the next one is choosing your marketing or what am I saying today? Email marketing plugin. So for my blog, I've used GetResponse, and I have to use their plugins because of their landing pages so that they can be linked on my blog post, which makes it so easier. I can just create a landing page on GetResponse platform and they can link it directly to my blog. Such an ease, and it's so easy, guys. You just need to try it out. Okay, so on to the next one. So my next point is finally, how do you promote your blog posts? Now promoting your blog posts is not such a hard thing. It might be for some people when you're starting off because not many people know you, but if you're already a blogger, you know this, that there's that period when you're only getting 10 views a day or not, or nobody is actually viewing your blog posts. But this can soon change when you know how to promote your blog posts. So the first one I usually use is Pinterest. Now Pinterest is such a huge platform for bloggers, and you know why? Because it's actually the one platform that helps bloggers set up their pins in such a way that they can be searchable, right? And the other thing is they actually give you a clue of what people are looking for. So if you go on top of the search bar, you can see a little tiny icon that actually shows you the search bar, and whatever you want to search for can tell you what exactly people are looking for. So if you want to write how to start a blog, immediately you can see how to start a blog for beginners, how to start a blog from scratch. And imagine if you create a pin that has this such keywords, and you have to put these keywords in your blog title, remember that, and on your pin. Create 4 pins of one blog post. How does this help? First of all, you can put different titles on your pins. That makes it easy for different people searching for different things but related in the same niche to discover your pins and to link back to your blog. Isn't that such an easy way, right? There are much more strategies that you can get in my blog. I'm not going to go through them here right now, but you can go back to my blog. Creating a lead magnet. So how do you create a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that attracts people as an incentive for them to leave their emails. Now the best way to create a lead magnet is to find out what exactly people are looking for. You can do this in Quora, where people are looking for so many things. You can search for so many things. There are other platforms that I will link down below that actually help you to search what exactly people are searching for, how, where, and when. And these are really good platforms for you. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, anything that you feel that you have, or any problems that you're encountering, please leave your comment down below. I will surely be answering every single comment and every single problem in all of my videos. I will be producing videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So guys, I'll be with you. You'll be with me. Until next time, bye-bye.